Hey guys, welcome back to Truman's English Podcast. This is episode 2 in this series. We're continuing with technology and technological advancement. Today we're discussing how you can find the eye of the storm or an anchor or a healthy community within this world of fast accelerating technology and quickness, and it's easy to get lost and to feel isolated and to get caught up in selfish desires. And so I'm going to be discussing how I personally find my community, and then I'm going to be interviewing a couple guests, one from class, and then also my mother. So I found my healthy community with church. That's where most of my friends are, and I feel connected to everyone there, even old people. I feel like there's lots of old people there that I can learn from. And we all come together over the same love of Christ. And I also find a good community at school. I feel like everyone I talk to is just we're just all there to learn, and we're all there to get school done. So I feel like I can be friends with random people at school because we're just kind of the same community. People I normally wouldn't hang out with, but I feel connected, protected, and respected at home with my family. Also at church, I feel like my ideas are respected no matter how dumb or outlandish they might sound. Like, everyone will hear me out there. And I've built trust with one human, with another human at a time, through being open and also requiring that same openness from others. And I feel like that trust can only come from truly being yourself and from others being themselves. And once you both do that, I think you can truly have trust for one with another. I anchor myself in this big storm. I anchor myself through, I think, my faith. It helps me keep me grounded, and I know that as scary as all this technology stuff might sound, like God's still in control, and so I don't have to fear all these big corporations and this AI and all this technology that's going to change the world. I can stay anchored in that and know that everything will be okay in the end. And if some of these things that I might lack, my plan to find them is to, just stay grounded. Don't get caught up on the technology. If I feel like I'm stressed, it's probably because of technology. So my plan is just to limit technology, use it as a tool, but don't let it control me. And I think that COVID impacted my sense of being disconnected because it took me away from all my friends, and I moved during COVID. So I just felt very lonely for a period of time. But I was able to also use it to be connected in other ways through technology. And those are ways I can still use because through that I found out how to be connected through Fortnite. And I don't know, if COVID didn't happen, I don't know if I'd still be connected to those friends that live far away now. If it wasn't for COVID that taught us how to connect like that and made that the only option, because otherwise I think we would have just moved on. And cell phones have definitely made me feel more disconnected when I'm with people because it just frustrates me when my friends are on their phone while they hang out. And it feels like there's no point in us being together. But they have helped me be more connected because it's a lot easier to just plan to hang out. You just shoot someone a text, hey, do you want to come over do this, or do you want to go McDonald's or something, and that definitely helps to be more connected. All right, my first guest is my mother. Her name is
Trisha Rayerson.
All right, where have you found your healthy community?
With friends, neighbors, church. All.
Where do you feel connected, protected, and respected?
At church and at home. When I have volunteered in the schools.
Okay. How have you built trust one human to another human at a time?
By getting to know people around me, my neighbors, and the people that in my community, serving doing things for Camp Hope and meals for the homeless and helping out.
All right, if you don't have these things, what is your plan to find them?
I volunteer in the schools and I help take meals to people, and I think there's lots of ways that you can serve in your community. I serve in my church, so I have lots of opportunities.
How did COVID impact your sense of being disconnected?
COVID was really hard. It was hard to feel a part of anything when I was stuck at home, because we just couldn't serve and help people out, and it was hard to feel that connection because a lot of it had to be through technology, had to be through like FaceTime or Zoom, or there wasn't that personal interaction.
Okay. How do cell phones impact your sense of being disconnected?
It gives you a false sense of security, because a lot of times people just text, and you feel more of a connection when you can see somebody face to face, like read their body language, not just through a text.
All right, so from that interview, we can see that some people find their eye of the storm in helping and serving people, and that's how they feel connected to their communities. Next up, we have an interview from a classmate. All right, what's your name?
Jocelyn Ceballos.
Where have you found your healthy community?
Sort of, I guess, just family. I just have a close cousin and my friends from high school.
Where do you feel connected, protected, and respected?
I'd probably say, my house, I guess. That's about it.
How have you built trust one human to another human at a time?
I think I take time to understand someone's perspective and where they stand in life, and then just respect them and set boundaries with them.
How do you anchor yourself?
I don't know. I take a lot of time for myself, and I make sure to reach out to those that are close to me if I need help or just in general.
If you don't have these things, what is your plan to find them?
I think I can get more connected in the school with clubs and stuff.
Alright. How did COVID impact your sense of being disconnected?
I feel like I still stayed connected with my friends, especially since I stayed in a cohort with them when the school was online and in person and stuff. So it was about the same.
Alright. How do cell phones impact your sense of being disconnected?
I think cell phones have helped me actually be a little bit more connected, especially since all my friends are off in universities, so I can still reach out to them.
Do they make you feel more or less isolated?
Sometimes more because it's they're not really here, and then sometimes less because I can actually still reach out to them.
Have you found online communities where you feel connected, protected, or respected?
I guess so, yeah. On TikTok, I have some cool mutuals.
Thank you. So what we can see from my thoughts, my mother's thoughts, and my classmates' thoughts is that family is pretty important. I think all three of us included family as being part of our healthy community and as a place that we could feel connected. And that's where that's all, I think all of us also said that's a good place to anchor ourselves. And so what we can find from that is that we need to focus on building healthy family relationships in this technological storm. And we can find the eye of the storm through finding a family, and if your family's broken, finding people and friends that can be in place as your family. It's really important to find that. And another thing that was common between us was that having friendships that are open and where you feel safe are also important. So we just need to be more kind to our friends and make them feel like they're respected, and make them feel like their thoughts are valid and important. And so to conclude, technology is only going to keep going. It's only going to keep getting more and more prominent. It's going to take over more and more. And so what we need to do is we need to stay grounded. We need to stay connected with each other, because humans are what's going to remain. Humans are the one thing that's not going to be constantly being swayed and changed and driven by random technological advances. Humans will always have love, and we just need to find it.